And hello, family. Didn't see you there. Welcome to another episode of Midweek with the Crenshaws. I am Sanchez Crenshaw, and I'm joined by my most wonderfulest wife.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Angela Crenshaw. What is going on?
Hi, Angela Crenshaw.
Hey, Sanchez.
How are you?
I'm fantastic.
It's good seeing you.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Yes, it is.
Beautiful smile you got there.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so for our new listeners, this is not our normal time. Typically, you will find a full episode of Crenshaw Corner on Fridays. However, we like to come to you midweek. We call it a midweek moment with the Crenshaws.
Yes.
Kind of just, this is more of a condensed version, just kind of a taste.
A taste.
So to speak.
I like it.
You know, just a taste. And it's not a full, an appetizer.
Appetizer. I was going to say that.
Appetizer. You know, the Friday episodes are more the full course, the main course, so to speak.
Main course, yes.
Midweek moments with the Crenshaws are more an appetizer.
Yeah.
So with that being said, though, but both variations of our podcast, whether it's midweek with the Crenshaws or whether it's Crenshaw Corner, we're interactive. And what that means is that we would love to hear from you. We love to hear from our listeners.
We would.
So to be able to do that, just simply email us. Our email address is thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com. Mm-hmm. Once again, thecrenshawcorner, all one word, @gmail.com. We would love to hear from you.
Come on, guys. Let us hear from you. Let's let us know what your thoughts are, what you're thinking, what you're feeling. It don't even have to be about our topic. You can give us a topic.
Yeah.
You know, give us some ideas. Give us some perspective. We are excited to hear from you.
We are perspective people.
Yes.
We believe in different perspectives.
Yes.
And we would love to hear yours.
Yes.
So with that being said, Angela.
Yes.
Got a question for you.
Okay. Why are we still using that voice, though?
What's wrong with my voice?
I don't know. What voice is
This
that?
is my professional voice.
Oh.
I am being professional.
Oh.
This is my bill collector's voice.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Mr. Crenshaw is not available right now. No? Okay. Fine.
No. Enough of that voice.
All right. So here's my question for you.
What's up?
Here's my question. How's your date life?
My date life.
How's your date life?
Wow. That's where we're going tonight?
That's where we're going tonight. I'm curious to know, how's your date life?
You know what? My date life is my date life. I mean, we date.
Okay.
We date.
I don't know if I should take offense to that or not, but
we date, but it's like normal, regular stuff. I think that we need to do something different, shake it up. I think sometimes you get stuck in a date rut.
All right, so
I think we're stuck in a date rut.
Are we stuck in a date rut?
I feel like we're stuck. Yes, we're stuck in a date rut.
Oh, wow.
You don't. Okay, so hold it. What's your thoughts about our date night?
About my dating life?
Your dating life, yes.
It's adequate.
Okay, what does that mean though?
I mean, we do stuff.
Okay.
We go out. We go to dinner.
Right.
Go see a movie.
Okay.
Typically if it's not the regular stuff, you know, like dinner and a movie stuff you do kind of like your first date thing.
Yeah.
Then typically we're doing something that you like to do because you don't really like doing stuff I like to do.
Whatever.
I'm a little more adventurous than you are.
You are.
So stuff that I like to do, you look at me in my face lovingly and tell me, no, you're not doing that.
That is not okay.
And so we end up doing something regular degular.
Well, first of all, yes, don't steal my word. Regular degular is my word. Thank you very much.
Actually, this is the first time they've heard you use regular degular, so I said it first.
See? But you heard me say it earlier, and now all of a sudden you want to use regular degular.
Nah.
Whatever. No, I think that you are more adventurous. You are. But that's not fair to say that I tell you no. The issue is that I'm always the one planning. You never plan. You never be like, babe, let's go out.
Okay. Well, cause in my defense.
Defense yourself.
In my defense.
Defense yourself.
The stuff that I plan, you tell me no. You don't want to do.
When is the okay, for instance.
Like, for instance, like I want to do like paintballing. You wouldn't go paintballing with me. That's the type of stuff I like paintballing. There's a place in our local area that mimics skydiving. I wanted to do that. You refuse to do that with me.
No.
I actually want to go real skydiving. You don't want to do that with me.
Well, I refuse that. The actual skydiving. I didn't refuse the other things that you're talking about.
I like amusement parks. You won't do that with me.
Okay, I'm not getting on the rides.
But that's fun though. What's the point of going to the amusement park if you don't want to get on the ride?
But there's so much other stuff that we can agree on that we can go.
Dinner and a movie.
No dinner and a movie. I think that it's time to spruce it up.
Okay.
I think it is. I think that we are in a dating rut.
I would agree with that.
I could be more leaning towards your side. First of all, amusement parks, yeah, but I'm not going on roller coaster rides and stuff like that. It's just not what I like, but I'm willing to go to the amusement parks with you, and I have been to the amusement parks with you. I just don't get on the roller coaster
But that's no
rides.
fun, though. All you do is walk around and look like a little old lady. That's no fun.
Did you say a little old lady?
Well, you kind of do.
Whatever.
I mean, you're not old, but I'm just saying you.
I don't know.
You go to the amusement park. You carry this big, huge purse.
I am not.
All you do is hold the coat.
Telling our family that I'm not
saying,
carrying a big pocketbook.
You look like a little old lady.
I'm just saying. I think that a lot of couples now are where we are
In dating ruts.
Okay,
so
I
then
think that
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They're doing the regular, like the going to the movies, going to dinner, going to bowling every now and then. Like we went to David and Buster's, which was really cool.
We did. We did
go there, which was really cool. That was kind of like on a weekday action. Another thing about dating too, I think people think they only could do it on the weekends.
Well, okay. So let's before you get into that. So let's go ahead and ask the question then. So I asked the question to you: how was your dating life? You posed the same question to me. And for guys who don't know, we date each other.
We do date.
Because if I try to date somebody else, my life gonna get ended. So I'm not really. I don't want to die young. So she's the only person I'm dating.
Yeah, we do date. We date.
You say it's regular, degular.
Yeah.
I say it's adequate.
Right. We both said we're in. Come on, let's just say we're in a dating rut.
We're in a dating rut.
Yeah.
So then here's the question that the family wants to know. Where's the middle ground? How do you, if you're in a dating rut, then how do you get out of that rut?
I think what we're going to do now that we know, since we're discussing it, because I guess we both didn't know we were in a dating rut. We were just doing what we do.
Yeah, crazy part, I don't think we really haven't had this conversation
No,
before.
Of course not.
No.
Because we thinking we were doing so well till you asked that question.
Yeah.
And I thought about it, and I think we're in a dating rut, and I think that what we can do, and I mean, they can kind of follow us with that too, is try different kinds of stuff. Like... You
mean like positions? You mean like positions?
No, different kind of stuff, like different things to do, like different dating.
You ain't really catch on.
I'm not gonna catch it. I threw it back at you. And so, like, maybe like we did back in the day, we used to do painting with a twist.
We did,
which was really cool.
That actually was fun.
That was fun. We stopped for some reason. We still have
the painting.
The painting we do, but we stopped doing that.
It looks nothing like it was supposed to.
No, but we did together. It's important. I think that we can go painting. I know that someone told me that there is axe throwing now.
Actually, I know exactly where it's located too.
Do you really?
I really do.
Yeah, so axe throwing. I would do the inside flying. See, you never asked me. You said you wanted to do that.
You know what though? In your defense,
I
assumed.
Right.
I made an assumption that was something you wouldn't want to do.
Thank you.
And I made an assumption.
Because I don't want to skydive, but I would do that with you, of course, because that's inside. So that's good. You got to remember, for me, too, I'm afraid of heights. So that'll help me get over some of my fear of heights, too, as well.
I can see that.
So that's one thing. What else? Cooking classes.
Side note.
The
axe throwing is actually located right beside your favorite supplement store.
Is it? Really?
Exactly.
On South Boulevard?
Yep.
Oh!
It's literally right next door.
We need to try it and do it.
Yeah, it's when you park and you look directly at the building, it's to the right.
It's right to the right.
It's right there.
We should do that.
We should.
So so axe throwing, gun range shooting, what else? And I didn't go paintballing with you because I thought that would be something great for you and your daughter, which y'all did do and have a fantastic
time. But
time.
I've been a couple of times and you haven't been, period. I wanted to shoot you with the paintball.
Wow. Thank you, honey.
Well, I did.
Thanks. That's why you wanted me to go. So
you took that excitement from me.
I didn't take nothing from you.
I just wanted to tag you a couple of times.
See, and that's your problem right there. That's the problem.
I'm just saying.
That's the problem.
Look, I'm here to speak on behalf of the all males who are in a productive relationship. Every once in a while, you just want to shoot your spouse with a paintball gun.
Really?
I mean, you don't want to hurt her. You don't want to put a real...
How you know I don't want to shoot you?
I'm saying you don't want to put a real bullet in her because now there's a lot of paperwork involved in that.
But how...
And a lot of people asking questions.
But how you...
Every once in a while, you want to take that paintball gun and you just want to empty a whole clip. Just pop, 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 pop.
Really? But how you know I won't empty a whole clip on you?
Probably so. It's whoever gets who first.
Yes.
Probably so.
Also, we were supposed to go to the murder mystery dinner. We didn't do that.
We did it one time, though.
When did we do that, babe?
We did it. We went. Remember? We went. I won. We went. I figured out
No,
who the
we
murderer
won.
was.
But
That was me.
that's not the kind I'm talking about. I'm talking about where they
Which
have a
one?
7-course meal.
Oh, that one.
That one. And then everybody that's at the dinner.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm thinking that I've been looking around to see what's out there.
Okay. You touched on something too.
Okay, go ahead.
You said we do stuff that's regular degular because I don't plan
Right.
the dates.
Right, you don't.
Which is fair because I don't.
Okay.
So my question to you, Julie, the cruise director.
Julie, the cruise director.
So for someone like me who's not really sure about how to plan a date, not really sure what direction to go in.
Right.
Little hesitant because they don't want to do something that's wrong when it comes to the date.
Right.
So what would be your advice to someone like me who, for you, planning stuff is second nature to you?
Right.
No, seriously, you do very well at it. Parties and dates and activities and things like this.
Okay.
You do extremely well. So for someone like me who's not as adequate as you are in it, what was your advice? What would be a starting point that I could do?
Just do it. I think you know what
What
you
are you,
can
Nike
do.
now?
Yeah, just do it. I think just do it. You don't know what's gonna work until you do it, right? And I think for us, I think that's where you won't do it because you're like, oh, I'm a planner and I don't know, but just do it. I'm have a little bit of fear of heights. You know things about me, so just go out of the norm, just not the regular stuff. Run a 5K together.
Hey now.
Run a 5K together would be amazing.
Nothing fun about that.
Crowder's Mountain is amazing.
Ooh,
Hiking.
okay. No, see.
Because we also need to talk about free stuff because listen, there's couples out here. That's what I'm saying. Just do it. They can go to like Charlotte on the cheap, Atlanta on the cheap, South Carolina on the cheap, whatever is out there in your area.
You're local on the cheap, basically.
Local on the cheap, whatever you need to do, and find free stuff to do or Groupon. Remember, one time we did go for $20. We went to
the winery.
The winery.
That was fun.
That was fun.
That was really
wine
nice.
tasting.
Wine tasting.
And that was wonderful.
Was that my idea?
No, that was mine, honey.
Oh, okay. I was trying to say
I bought the
something.
Groupon, and we had a good time wine tasting and stuff like that. So there's so many things to do. So go on Groupon and look at stuff. Go to Charlotte on the cheap and look at stuff. We went to the Mint Museum for free. We went to the African American.
The African Harvey Gantt.
Harvey
Museum.
Gantt. We went to that for free. So we do a lot of things that are free, but we don't do enough of it. Those are like things that we just every now and then, but we need to make that a major part of our dating now because we're bored. I'm bored.
Okay, I would say that too. I am. I enjoy you.
Yeah.
So I don't want to.
The activities
I don't
are
want to
not
misunderstand that. I enjoy you. I enjoy being with you. But like the activities we do.
Yeah.
I think we fell into the rut also.
Yeah.
Because we are 20 years into our marriage. Now we're acting like a 20-year couple.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, it's just
well, not all couples, because there's some couples that have been married long enough and do the daggone. We know some of the couples that do the daggone thing.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think it's us.
We have fell into a rut.
We fell into a rut. And again, every now and then we do stuff like on Friday, like what's the end of the first weekend Friday, we go to Spirit Square for the free talent show at Spirit Square.
Open mic.
We do that. But again, those things are just sparingly every now and then. But to make that a part of so what happens is when we think about date night, we don't go out as much as we should because we're like, because this is what we say to each other. You want to see this movie? No. You want to see this movie? No. You interested in it? No. And then you say to me, you want to go out to eat? No. What you got a taste for? Nothing. So
what's your favorite line? Nothing.
So I think that we're in a rut, and I'm so glad you asked this question because I'm really looking at it. So now I'm excited to see what you're going to plan, and I'm putting it up to him, guys, for what he's going to plan next month in March, and I'm going to take pictures or a video of whatever Sanchez planned for us. Yep, I feel good.
Okay, yeah, no pressure at all. And for our listeners who are, of course, we named a lot of things local to us.
Yeah.
And for our listeners who are not in our particular area, if I'm understanding you correctly, the best thing to do is do like your local newspaper, because for us it's like, the name of our city on the cheap. You can do that, the name of your city on the cheap.
Like I said, like
Google
Atlanta
it.
on the cheap, South Carolina on the cheap.
Yeah, but there's some people on the West Coast listening to us.
Yeah, I know.
There's some people in Canada, some people in Guazistan, that's listening to us, and they don't have a Charlotte on the cheap. In Guazistan, they don't have that.
So again, your local paper, or get creative.
Do they still make those?
Yes.
Is that still a thing? Did we just age ourselves?
We did.
We did.
I even said go to Groupon. Groupon is for every state, every country. You can do that, or you can just go and take a walk. I think too, another thing I think that we don't do enough of, we've taken Charlotte for granted because we don't walk around Charlotte in the areas. We kind of like stay in our little bubble, and we don't go in the other areas because the South End has grown. So just think about your area where you live, wherever you live, Canada, wherever, and ask yourself this question: have I taken where I live for granted? Have I really ventured out? Have I really went to go see all that where I live has to offer? And I don't think people do.
Well, okay. Also,
I don't think they do.
Well, if you're like me, you're talking about a lot of walking here.
Oh my gosh.
Talking about a lot of outside, a lot of walking.
Yes, honey, that's the purpose.
Yeah, walking really doesn't sound fun to me. I'm not really, I walk from my home to my car. Mm-hmm. And then once I get to my destination, from my car to my destination.
No, sir.
But you talking about just going outside and walking for fun?
No, sir.
No?
No.
I'm just saying.
And here's for people, for the couple that, like you said, that's like homebound or don't want to go out all the time. That's great too. You guys could learn how to do massages for each other. You could have a candlelight dinner in your bedroom. I had a lady tell me that she bought a card table and 2 chairs and that she puts it in her bedroom because her husband's so busy, and they have like a candlelight when the kids go to bed in their bedroom, just them.
No,
they
that's
just
cool.
chill out and
like
just,
that.
And just even for an hour and a half if you don't have a lot of time. But what I'm saying is, do not get in the dating rut. It is so much possibilities. And as I'm talking about it, I'm getting excited because I'm going to document this stuff. Let's see what we can do.
Okay. Another question, though, because that actually led me to another question.
Uh-oh.
Since we both agree
yes,
that we are in a dating rut, can we pinpoint when we got here? Or can we pinpoint what got us here?
You go first. I got to think about that because whenever I feel like you ask me a question that you have some type of answer for it. So what about you?
Honestly, for me, I think it's because we got to the point. Now, I can't pinpoint the exact point.
Right.
But I can think, I believe I can pinpoint the root cause. Excuse me. I believe the root cause is going to be because we started taking each other for granted. Because we both know we love each other. We're in love with each other. We're best friends.
Yeah.
You don't plan on going anywhere. I don't plan on going anywhere. We're in this for the long haul.
Right.
And I think we got comfortable with knowing that the other person is going to be there.
Okay.
And we got comfortable with just being. And combination of that and then life got in the way because you work a lot. I work a lot. We're involved. Both of us are involved in different things. Right. You have your speaking engagements that you do. You have your groups that you do. We both have e-groups that we're part of. You have your things with your girls that you do. We both volunteer a lot. We have our volunteer opportunities that we do, even though a lot of it we do together. Right. But we're still, quote unquote, working. Even in a volunteer opportunity, you're still working. Right. So I think combination of taking each other for granted, life getting in the way, and then by the time we come back together, we're tired. Right. Because we've allowed the world to exhaust us, and now we just don't have the energy. And so it goes to, you want to do something? No. You ask me if I want to do something? No. And we just end up laying down. I think you know what? Thank you. I think you're right. I think what happens is that when you say take for granted, at first I was looking at you kind of weird, like what? But you know what? You're right. And I think what it is when you say take for granted, the fact that, well, you know what? He don't want to do nothing this week. We don't have to do nothing this week. We'll do it next week because next week is available to us. We don't know the time of the day, but in our mind, next weekend we'll try it again or next whatever. And then the next week come and we're so busy, like you said, doing stuff. We're like, oh, you know what? We'll date next week. And before you know, the next week has come a month, 6 months, 6 weeks, a year. So I think, and it's not intentional that we do that.
But I think what we have to do is make sure that we're like we did with the kids. Make sure that we weren't strangers. I think that now we have to really carve out time because, to be honest, we have no children. So we have no excuse. We have children, but none in the house.
Yeah,
so we have no real excuse why we couldn't go out on a Wednesday night or a Thursday night. So, and to do something, or even make a plan to do one big something per month. Because again, guys, it doesn't have to be every single weekend. That's not what I'm saying. At least I hope that's not what you're saying over there.
No, I'm not. My body won't let me do something every weekend.
But what I am saying is that make plan for it. So we need to plan for it and say, hey, and then do some surprising things. Surprise yourself. Surprise each other. I think that's what it is. I think that the rut also is that if we say we're gonna go out, we be like, but we already know what it is. We're going to dinner. You know what I'm saying? There's no excitement to know that we're gonna do something fresh and brand new. Like the other night, we went to what's the place called?
Which one?
On Yancey.
Queen City.
Queen City Social.
Queen City Social.
Yeah, and we played air hockey. We hung out. We won. I won.
Whatever.
I won. Just wanted to put that out there.
I won bowling.
In there was bowling, Connect Four, Jenga, food. Everything was there. That was our first time going there. And then they had so many other areas around it that you could walk to. Surprising ourselves because normally that's not a place that we would go to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we tried something different.
But we tried something different. Someone invited us and we went and we had a good time. So again, going back to surprising ourselves and not doing just the regular stuff or what makes us comfortable. And I think that's what I'm saying to myself. More than anything,
coming out of your comfort zone.
Coming out of my comfort zone,
and then also wherever you are locally, explore your local area.
Yeah,
see what your local area has to offer.
Yeah,
I think that's what I hear you saying.
Yeah. So guys, guess what? I'm excited. He's gonna make a date for us. Don't know where we're going.
I don't know if I really agree to that, but
yeah, you did.
I think I don't have a choice.
I feel good about it. I feel good. I feel like that's what you're gonna do. We're gonna document it, and actually, let's start documenting on Insta. Watch our Instagram and Facebook page for Crenshaw Corner.
We do have an Instagram page.
Yes, and we have a Facebook page. I'm gonna start documenting what we're doing for us dating and what we're doing, and see if we can come out of our comfort zone. What you think? Oh,
okay.
I'm excited. You down?
I'm down, but I do have one more question for you.
You always got one more question.
Well, what happened is that because you have such wonderful insight.
Really?
You have such wonderful insight.
Okay, go ahead, baby.
It always leads me to another question.
Go ahead, baby.
So, here's my question. And gentlemen, I actually want you to pose this question to your significant other as well, to your spouse, to your girlfriend, whoever you're currently dating. What is the best way to date you?
The best way to date me?
What is the best way to date you?
The best way to date me is to surprise me.
Okay.
To take over. Because I am such a planner and because I'm such a controlling kind of person.
Oh, wow. You really admitted that. No, there's no maybe on that.
Maybe?
No maybe. There's no maybe on that at all.
To surprise me. Doing something out of the ordinary. Knowing what I like. Knowing what my fears. Knowing what my hang-ups are. And just surprise me. I think that's the greatest thing. Like, for instance... when you took me to Asheville, holy Toledo.
Yeah.
He took me to Asheville. I had been asking for a year, maybe a whole year.
About a year.
That I wanted to go to Asheville to the Salt Cave. That's not his interest. That did not excite him as much as it excited me.
Yeah, sitting in a room full of rocks didn't really strike my fancy.
But, so out of nowhere, he was like, got your clothes already packed? Which I was like, oh Lord, what I'm going to look like. Packed my clothes, put me in the car, took me to Asheville, put me up in a great hotel. We stayed in a great hotel. Took me to the mall shopping. Then he surprised me the next day. I'm like, because I always wanted to go to Asheville. The next day, took me, not only did he take me, which was some surprising, took me to the Salt Cave, guys, but he went in with me. So that's the stuff. You want to date me and make me excited? That's it right there. You know, because I want to do things with you. I want to adventure with you. And I think that was one of the greatest, like, oh my God, I had that, like, amazing that you took part of that and you did it. And then after that, he let me get a massage in the Salt Cave. So it was incredible. So that's dating. That's what dating looks like to me. It doesn't have to be to that extreme, but that's what, surprising me, and know that you put so much thought into that because I'm always putting thought into it, that you put thought into and you thought about me. So yeah, that's what about you? Before we go, what about you?
Be more adventurous. Be adventurous when dating me.
Okay.
Not like, I'm not talking about crazy stuff. I'm not talking about bungee jumping or skydiving. I mean, those are things that I do want to do.
Okay.
And those are things that I eventually will do. But
All
I know
right.
those are so far to your comfort zone. I mean, things like laser tag,
Okay.
things like paintball, things like bumper cars, things
Okay.
like go-karts, you
Okay.
know, things like that.
Okay.
Those are the things I enjoy doing.
All right.
You know, do things like that with me.
Okay.
In arcade, we did Dave and Buster's.
Yeah,
You know,
we do arcades.
I'm a geek at heart. I'm a gamer at heart. You know, I grew up with Atari, with Nintendo, with Sega. You know, those are the things.
I did not.
And to this day, I still, you know,
He loves it.
You know, I own a Xbox One and a PlayStation 4. I play on both.
He love it.
You know, that's what I'm into. You know,
Okay.
things like that. You know, go to an arcade with me. You know,
Okay.
shooting range. Go to the shooting range
Yeah.
with me. You know, I'm glad you mentioned Axe Throwing because that's something I actually do want to do.
I'm down.
You know, things like that. I'm more of, yes, I'll do the quote unquote sensitive things. I'll do the painting. I'll do the wine tasting. I'll
Right.
do things like that. You know, but I'm, like I said, at heart, I'm more adventurous.
Okay.
So to date me, it's just be a little more adventurous.
All right, I can do that. I can date you. Can I date you?
I wish you would.
I can date you.
I wish you would.
I see
And,
where you're going.
Yeah, and
Okay.
gentlemen, like I said, this is, if you're someone like me who is not quite sure how to start, because you have to date her. So please understand that. I don't care how long you've been together. I don't care if you're married. I don't care if you're engaged. I don't care if you're
Just starting
boyfriend,
out.
girlfriend, just starting out. You have to date her.
Yeah.
And if you're not sure how to start like I am, and even, you know, after all these years, I'm still not the best at it, start with the conversation of asking her, how do I date you?
Mm-hmm.
What's the best way to date you?
Yeah.
And then just take
That's
that
cool.
information and go from there.
I like it.
You like it?
I like it.
Well,
Yay.
family. Once again, we thank you for being a part
Thank
of
you,
Midweek with the
guys.
Crenshaws. Family, we love that you're a part of this, and family, welcome to our journey.
Love you guys. Talk to you soon.